It is a distinct pleasure and a welcome opportunity to meet with men and women who knew the meaning of commitment. But most of all, I am heartened by the fact that you perceive in what you call the Marcos ideology a suitable purpose for your purpose and a moving force for your commitment. I am not surprised by this action on your part, for what you call and others call the Marcos ideology is not the authorship of one man. The genuine authorship belongs to the Filipino people, and to you who are conscious of being Filipino, the ideology cannot be but compelling and attractive. An ideology, as you will know, may be formulated and defined by one man or a few, but it cannot be a true ideology unless it stems from the historical experience, the blood and guts of a people conscious of their destiny. Just as you and I have been shaped by our respective life experiences, a national ideology springs from the very agonies, sacrifices, dreams, and aspirations of a race, a people who have shared a common existence. That ideology is emergent among our people. I say emergent because we have only begun to see ourselves with our own eyes, to confront our history with determined purpose. Perhaps we may even set the date of that beginning a decade ago, when confronted with the gravest crisis of our young nation has ever known. We recognized the supreme necessity of survival. Our society was on the verge of collapse, our nation on the brink of dismemberment, and our people at the very edge of bloody, fratricidal conflict. It was then that we realized that we either had to pull ourselves together or perish separately. Looking back to that fateful decision 10 years ago, we may feel sad that the martial decision had to be taken. But on the other hand, it was the greatest challenge that we have had to face. And so we are glad that it came at a time when we still had the strength and the fortitude to see it through. For history has taught us that challenges could be so overwhelming as to destroy peoples and civilizations. Thus, we can say that the martial necessity, the martial law experience, has made us better and stronger Filipinos. For in truth, we have been transformed. It is no accident, therefore, that the national ideology had to evolve from that experience, which, however, is but one among many in the history of our people. From the very first uprising of our colonial history, the Filipino have always had a dream of freedom, dignity, and equality. No Filipino who has read the writings of the heroes of the propaganda period cannot but be stirred by the sentiments and ideas of Rizal, Mabini, Bonifacio, Del Pilar, Burgos, and Aglipay. Their lives and literature are the wellsprings of Filipino ideology. The heroic men and women who fell in Bataan, Corregidor, and in the mountains and hills in the hour of resistance died for that ideology. The ideology burned in them, even if they did not seek to define it. Now we need to define. It is the task of the moment. A few of our countrymen have strayed to foreign ideologies, different and opposing ideologies, exalting on one side liberty and on the other equality, pushing as it were extreme positions. These are ideologies alien to our nature, for they sprung from foreign soil, shaped by cultures different from our own. For while it is true that truth is universal to all of mankind, the truths of experience are particularized by history and culture. Unless we can understand these, we cannot take the first step toward national liberation. Happily, however, we have taken the first steps.